there, fellow travelers. Welcome to another video where I'm going to speak about Copenhagen, the charming capital of Denmark. So in this video, we are going to explore this beautiful city, but before we dive into the sight and sounds of Copenhagen, let's take a moment to understand the backdrop of this remarkable country. So as always, as my previous videos, I have collected some few points to speak about to explore this city better, and some points are like historical and what made the differences, why this city is like this, like right today, and explore how the weather in this country is, and some like a green initiatives, and because this country is one of the best, one of the greenest countries. Indeed, like many people are using their bicycles to go to work, to school, instead of using their vehicles, cars, whatever it is. So let's speak about it, because we cannot judge this country without knowing these things. And yeah, let's explore the culture of bicycles, and yeah, and you have this opportunity to see me walk around this country while in Copenhagen, not in this country. So in Copenhagen, while me explaining things about why this country. And so yeah, stay tuned and let's dive into it. Now let's dive deeper into Denmark's fascinating history. It's like a thrilling journey back in time, where the Vikings were the ultimate adventurers of the seas. These seafaring warriors left their mark on history with their epic voyages and exploration. Fun fact, they even reached as far as North America way before Columbus. As time marched on, Denmark transformed into a powerful kingdom. They formed alliances and union with neighboring countries like Norway and Sweden. Picture this, the Kalmar Union, a big deal in the late 14th century, brought Denmark, Norway and Sweden together under a single ruler. It was like the Avengers assembling, but with monarchs. Fast forward to the 17th century, however, and you got King Christian IV taking center stage. He was the mastermind behind Copenhagen's transformation into a bustling city filled with impressive buildings like the Round Tower and Rosenborg Castle. You will see that building in the next episode or in the next video, because in this video I'm just walking around and hustling bustling. This is my first day, so you will see that Round Tower building in the next video. So I will make another video traveling, like things to do in Copenhagen next video, so stay tuned. So like these stunning structures are like time capsules, preserving Denmark's architectural and cultural heritage. So like in the 19th century, broad winds of change, Denmark adopted a democratic constitution in 1849, taking a giant leap towards modernization and inclusivity. Around this time, they were also busy expanding their empire with colonies in the Caribbean and Asia. That's right, Danish influence reached far and wide. So now let's talk about the 20th century. It wasn't all smooth sailing. So thanks to a couple of world wars, like Denmark, being the cool, calm and collected nation it is, managed to maintain its neutrality and diplomacy, emerging as beacon of stability in a war-torn Europe. Today, however, you can still feel the echoes of Denmark's rich history as you stroll through its historic cities. Places like Copenhagen, Aarhus, and Odense are like open books with a cobblestone pages, each revealing stories and secrets from the past. Denmark's history isn't just words on a page, it's a living tale that continues to shape the country's the character. So, if you're a history buff or just a curious traveler, Denmark's past is waiting for you to explore, one story at a time. Now, let's chat about why and how Denmark has been such a successful story. So, what's the secret sauce behind Denmark's incredible success? Well, it's a mix of several key factors that have propelled this nation to the top ranks of prosperous and happy countries. First off, education is a big deal in Denmark. They have got a top-notch education system that's the envy of many. Access to quality education for everyone is a priority compared to some other countries, and it shows. When you invest in the brains of your population, you are setting the stage for innovation and excellence. And healthcare is another star player in Denmark's success story. Oh, to mention something, the education in Denmark is free, so it's not like in other countries. So let's put it like that. So healthcare, they have got a healthcare system that's all about taking care of their people. Universal healthcare means everyone can get the medical attention they need, so without breaking the bank. Happy citizens are the cornerstones of a successful nation. And until then, I believe that everybody will agree with me. Social welfare is a big part of the Danish ethos. Safety nets like unemployment benefits, parental leave, and support for the less fortunate are woven into the fabric of society. It's like having a safety net beneath the tightrope of life. You can take risks and pursue your dreams knowing you won't fall too far. Again, compared to other countries that they believe to be successful. Now, let's talk about innovation. Denmark is all about pushing the envelope. They've created a culture where innovation is not just encouraged, it's expected. This has led to groundbreaking discoveries and technological advancements that have put Denmark on the global map. And of course, Denmark's high standards of living play a significant role. When people have a good quality of life, they are more likely to be happy and productive. It's a win-win situation here. But here's the kicker. It's not just about policies and systems. It's Danish mindset. They believe in the value of hard work, equality, and cooperation. It's like a national motto. We are all in this together. That sense of community and shared responsibilities is the glue that holds everything together. So, there you have it. Denmark's recipe for success includes education, healthcare, social welfare, and innovation, and a strong sense of community. It's a holistic approach that has made Denmark one of the most prosperous and content nations in the world. Instead, now let's speak about Denmark's weather and how it might affect folks who want to move there. So now, when it comes to Denmark, you have got to be ready for some unique weather quirk. It's not all sunshine and clear skies, that's for sure. As you saw in this video, until now, it's not very clear and sunshine. You see, Denmark is known for its temperature climate. It can be pretty chilly, especially in the winter. But there is the thing. The weather tends to be more cloudy than sunny. If you're someone who used to basking in the sun every day, you might need to adjust your expectations a bit. In fact, Denmark's cloud cover is so famous that it's become a running joke among the locals. They even have a saying, there is no such a thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. And that's true. So yeah, if you're moving to Denmark, investing in a good raincoat and some sturdy boots is a smart move. Now, here is the vitamin pill secret. With all those clouds, Denmark doesn't get as much as sunlight as some other places. So during the darker months, like winter, it's not uncommon for people to take vitamins D supplements. It's like nature's little boost to keep you feeling your best, even when the sun is taking a vacation. But hey, don't let the weather get you down. Denmark has its own kind of charm. No matter the weather, and when that rare ray of sunshine does break through, it's like a little gift from the heavens. So, if you are thinking of making Denmark's your home, just remember, it's not all about the weather. It's about the people, the culture, and the unique way of life. And hey, a few extra clouds in the sky won't stop you from enjoying all that Denmark has to offer. So, besides the weather, there is another thing that you will notice if you will come to Copenhagen or Denmark in general. So, picture this, you are in Denmark and you will notice something pretty remarkable. People aren't rushing to get into cars to go to work or school, but they are hopping on bicycles. But why? Well, it's a beautiful mix of cultures and convenience. First off, bicycles are just a way of life in Denmark, like in Amsterdam, Netherlands. It's not about squeezing into tight parking spaces or battling traffic jams. It's about the freedom to glide through the city at your own pace. The infrastructure is designed to make biking easy, with dedicated bike lanes, bike tracks, and even traffic lights just for cyclists. It's like a cyclist paradise. Now, let's talk about the environment. Denmark is big on green living, and bicycles are about as eco-friendly as it gets. When you paddle your way to work, you are reducing carbon emissions and helping to keep the air clean. It's like a mini revolution on two wheels. But there's more to it than just saving the planet. Biking is also about staying fit and healthy. Denmark is all about wellness, and cycling is a fantastic way to stay active. Indeed, you won't see like fat people here. Just let me say that. And plus, it beats sitting in a car seat for hours, right? And here's the social aspect. Biking is a communal experience, I would say. It's not uncommon to see colleagues and friends riding together to work or school. It's a chance to catch up, share stories, and bond while paddling through the city. Plus, again, it's a mentality we have like in these countries, in northern countries. Plus, parking a bike is a breeze. You don't have to worry about finding a parking spot or paying hefty parking fees. Just lock up your bike and you are good to go. So, in Denmark, biking is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a way of life. It's eco-friendly, healthy, and it brings people together. I think that's much important than the rest, right? It's a cultural phenomenon that as much a part of Denmark's identity as their love for hygge and delicious pastries. So if you are ever in Denmark, do as the Danes do. Grab a bike and join the paddle powered party. But be careful, because it's like Amsterdam, because you have to be careful, because you are not used to paddle bicycles. So be careful in your first time using a bike. So here's the deal. Denmark is like the poster child for green living. They've got these incredible green initiatives that have made them an environmental success story, I would say. But why and how did they pull it off? So first thing first, it's all about mindset here. Danes have this deep-seated love for their environment. They genuinely care about Mother Earth, and it shows in their actions. It's not just about talk, it's about walking the walk. One of the big reasons for their green success is their commitment to renewable energy. Denmark is a wind power superstar. You will see these elegant wind turbines dotting the landscape, harnessing the power of the wind to generate clean electricity. It's like they have harnessed the forces of nature to light up their homes. But it's not just about wind power. Denmark is also big on solar energy. They are not just using it on a small scale. They've got entire neighborhoods powered by the sun. It's like they are turning rooftops into power plants. Now, here's the genius part. They are not just producing green energy, they are using it efficiently. Danish cities indeed are designed with sustainability in mind. Energy efficient buildings, smart transportation systems, and green spaces are all part of the package. It's like they have cracked the code for eco-friendly urban living. But there is a thing that I want to underline, because this, like Copenhagen itself, it's like a new city. So they are technically building this new city with new technologies and with new things. So that's from one side, that's why this city is so much upgraded and updated than other cities, like compared to Rome, Paris, which are much older than that. So let's talk about the transportation. In Denmark, the bicycle is the king. People bike to work, school, and just about everywhere else. It's not just a mode of transportation, it's a lifestyle choice. It's like they are saying, why use a car when you can pedal your way to a healthier planet? And speaking of cars, Denmark is encouraging electric vehicles like crazy. They have got incentives for EV buyers and growing network of charging sections. It's like they are saying, hey, if you are gonna drive, make it electric and emissions free. So, but it's not just about what they are doing within their borders. Denmark is also a strong advocate for international climate action. They are part of global agreements to combat climate change and have set ambitious goals to reduce carbon emissions. So there you have it. Denmark is green. So like Denmark's green initiatives are blend of renewable energy, energy efficient design, eco-friendly transportation, and a commitment to sustainable future. It's like they've taken a holistic approach to green living, and it's paying off big time. They have shown the world that being green isn't just a trend, it's a way of life, and it's working wonders for Denmark and the planet. I don't know if you already noticed, but these buildings look differently because they actually seems like very new. So let's speak about it. If you like wander around Denmark, one thing you will notice is that a lot of buildings have a sleek, modern design. Like it's like stepping into the future. But why is that the case? I mean, like if you walk around like in Europe in general, you will see like historic buildings, like very ancient buildings, right? But like walking around in Denmark, it's completely different. Like I have been also like in Sweden, as you might see in my walking video. They are not that like they don't have like that modern touch. But like if you walk in Copenhagen, it's some, I mean, you will notice that there is something different. So, well, part of the reason is practicality. So you see, Denmark is a country that's always been forward thinking, especially like when it comes to technology and design. So when it comes to building new structures, they often opt for the latest and greatest in construction techniques and materials. It's like they want their buildings to be as cutting edge as their ideas. Another factor is that Denmark, like many other countries or places, has seen its fair share of historical buildings, as I said before. While these old structures are charming and rich in history, they sometimes come with maintenance challenges. So, to avoid those hassles, it makes sense to build new, efficient, and easy to maintain buildings. Now, let's talk about sustainability. Denmark is all about being green, and that extends to their architecture. Modern buildings often incorporate energy efficient features like solar panels, advanced insulation, and smart heating and cooling systems. It's like they are building with an eye on the environment and the future. But it's not just about function, it's also about aesthetics. Danes have keen sense of design. Indeed, look at these buildings. I mean, like wow, like wow, seriously. So, like, it's like they are creating a harmonious blend of form and function. But it's not like, as I say, like, but it's not just about function, it's also about like aesthetics. Danes have a keen sense of design, and they appreciate the clean lines and contemporary look of modern architecture. Plus, modern buildings offer flexibility. They can adapt to changing needs more easily than older, more rigid structures. So like more yeah, like more easily than older, more rigid structures. So it's like they are future proofing their buildings for whatever challenges lie ahead. In a nutshell, the modern look of buildings in Denmark is a combination of practicality, sustainability, aesthetics, and forward thinking mindset. It's like they are building for today and tomorrow, and that's why you will find such a refreshing blend of tradition and innovation in their architecture. And to mention something is like bicycles are everywhere, so you can see them pretty much everywhere. And some, like most of the time, I also notice that these bicycles are not locked, like they are not protected at all, because uh, they like highly believe in their citizens. It's not like going to Paris or going to Milan or Rome. So I should shame from that point of view as a citizen of Italy. And like these countries are like that. I mean, look at these buildings. I mean, they are pretty brand new. And the most beautiful thing in this country is that they thought well about the sustainability and the like the how to move around the city, because as you can see, people are using their bicycles pretty much everywhere. So they made like these shortcuts to move around. That's why you won't see many people using their cars and vehicles. So like Copenhagen itself, it's small, so people can move around with their bicycles. But to help that more, engineers thought like they planned well it. Now look at this washroom. I mean, look at it. How cool is it? So I'm in a mall. I will explain you how it's, what is it, and meanwhile look at this shoe polisher. Like I was like surprised to see it like in the middle of nowhere, because I mean it's my first time seeing something like this in a mall. So I mean, like, look, I was like a child having fun with it. So like to speak about this mall, like as you stroll through like fish. So first of all, it's called Fisketoret, I believe how it is pronounced. It's a Copenhagen mall. Like you might notice something really unique about this place. It's I mean, like it's not just your average shopping center. It's got a vibe all its own. Like look like how luxury it seems. I mean, I know that it's a Zara, but like okay. Like first off, it's all about that waterfront location, as you saw at the beginning of this clip. You are like literally shopping with a view of this picturesque Calvert Bridge waterfront. I don't know if I pronounce it good, but I mean, pardon, I'm not a Danish. And let's look this thing again. Like in a mall, like who expects something like this? Well, I mean, except the Dubai mall, that's exceptional. But other than that, I mean, look at it, like how beautiful it is. Like you can even take a break and enjoy a meal or a coffee at one of the waterfront cafes, savoring the serene atmosphere. So like another thing that sets Fisketoret apart is its size. It's Denmark's third largest shopping center, so we are not just speaking about like the biggest place, okay? So you got plenty of space to explore. It's like a retail wonderland with over 100 shops, so you are bound to find something that tickles your fancy. But here's the cool part. Fisketoret is more than just a shopping. It's a place to unwind and have fun. They've got an IMAX cinema, so you may already be you already know here about it because of the Oppenheimer. And oh my god, Oppenheimer and Copenhagen. Also the names. So you can catch the latest blockbusters in style. Plus, There is a range of restaurants serving up everything from international cuisines to classic Danish dishes. So I am traveling this place like during the Christmas, so you can see all the decorations, lights, and the beauty, the luxury. Ah, beautiful. And it's like a mini culinary tour without leaving the mall. And if you are traveling with the little ones, you are in for a treat. Fisketovet has a great play area for kids, making it a family-friendly destination. It's like they are. I mean, I just made this route to show you how beautiful it is. Now I'm going. So it's like they thought like of everything to keep everything happy and entertaining. So as you explore Fisketovet, Copenhagen Mall, take a moment to soak in a waterfront charm. The sheer size, the entertainment options, and the family-friendly atmosphere. It's more than just a shopping center, as I already mentioned. It's a full-blown experience that captures the essence of Copenhagen's laid-back yet vibrant culture. And yeah, enjoy your time when you travel here. So it has like few floors. I honestly don't remember like how many floors there were, but probably there are like more than three, I believe. I mean, like, look at these lights and how beautiful, and I like the architecture. Oh my god, like, wow, it's just perfect. And but obviously, as you can see, all these come with a price. Like, I came to this place because I wanted to try out the McDonald's in Copenhagen, because like it's almost like a tradition for me to try McDonald's and KFC new countries for some reason, because like not every country has like the same price tag for each product, and they have like different products. So I really enjoy going to the KFCs and McDonald's in different countries. For example, I remember like when I traveled to Sweden, I tried a vegan sandwich at the McDonald's. I don't remember the exact name, but it was a nice experience, and also the prices are different indeed. Like I remember like here I had a simple menu, but yet I had to pay something around 12 euros, 12 or 13 euros, and that's much higher than the average, because like in Italy a simple menu would cost around 7 euros, or like, you know, or in France or somewhere or something like in these like southern part of the Europe. So like in this mall there is a parking section where you can park your vehicle and go upstairs and shopping and eat and have fun with your family or friends. Because I mean, like, these countries are like very freezing countries, so I believe that they designed this place to stay all together, to pass the time together. So it was a nice thing. So when the sun dips below the horizon, Copenhagen transforms into this magical realm of nighttime. It's like the city puts on a whole new outfit and invites you to join the party. First off, let's talk about Nyhavn. Like, the iconic waterfront area becomes even more picturesque at night. The colorful buildings along the canal are beautifully lit up, and it's the perfect place for leisurely evening stroll. So as I'm talking about Nyhavn, this like this footage, it's not showing the Nyhavn, so don't like judge. So I know that it's not Nyhavn, but you will see Nyhavn like in the next video. where I will show like what to do in Copenhagen while you're traveling. So yeah. And so yeah, like the colorful buildings along the canals are beautiful, not just in the Nyhavn but almost everywhere in Copenhagen, at least where I have been. And it's the perfect place for a leisurely evening stroll. You can grab a seat at one of the cozy bars or restaurants and watch the world go by. It's like a scene from a fairy tale, to be honest. Now, now like if you are into live music, Copenhagen has got you covered. The city boasts a vibrant music scene with like venues ranging from intimate jazz clubs to hell hip in these spots. Whether you are into rocks, jazz, or electronic beats, there is a venue for you to dance the night away or simply enjoy some live tunes. And speaking of dancing, Copenhagen's nightlife has some fantastic clubs. Places like Rust, Culture Walks, and Jolene are known for their electrifying atmospheres and killer playlists. It's like the entire city is pulsating with energy and you are part of the rhythm. For a more refined evening, check out the Royal Danish Opera or one of the city's theaters. Use internet and you will discover like many more. They often host like world-class performances from like ballet to opera and drama. It's like a cultural feast for the senses. Now here's the fun part: food. Like Copenhagen's culinary scene doesn't sleep either. You will find late night street food markets like Rafen or paper, what's that called, the paper island, serving like the paper island serving up delicious treats. And don't forget to sample some Danish pastries at one of the many bakeries that stay open late. It's like a gastronomic adventure under the stars. Like meanwhile, like I'm walking, look at all these buildings. They like seems like very new. Like I don't know like when did they build these buildings, but they seem like very new. Lastly, like if you are in the mood for something cozy, find a cafe or wine bar and enjoy the Danish concept of hygge. And it's all about finding comfort and contentment in simple pleasures. And like sipping a hot beverage or sharing stories with friends, especially during the winter time because it's like freezing cold outside. In a nutshell, like Copenhagen at night is a dazzling experience, especially like I'm traveling this place during the Christmas, so it's much more like fun, and there are so many people, there are so many tourists, so there is much to do. It's a city that for like knows how to balance vibrant nightlife with a touch of sophistication. So whether you are into music, dancing, theater, or simply savoring the local flavors, Copenhagen's nightlife has something special to offer. So go ahead and let the city cast its nighttime spell on you. Now, let's explore some of the less sunny aspects of Copenhagen. Like while Copenhagen is a stunning city with lot to offer, like any place, it's not without its shadows. So let's talk about some of the less than perfect aspects of this otherwise lovely city. One thing that may strike you is the cost of living, as I mentioned earlier. Copenhagen is consistently ranked as one of the most expensive cities in the world. From housing to dining out, you might find your wallet feeling a bit lighter. But hey, quality often comes with a price tag, right? Here's an interesting quick the weather. We have mentioned it before, but those long dark winters can be a challenge for some. With limited sunlight, it can sometimes feel a bit gloomy, but that's where the Danish concept of hygge comes in handy. It's all about finding coziness and comfort during the darker months. Another aspect to consider is the language. While many Danes speak excellent English, Danish can be a tricky language to pick up. So, if you are planning to stay long term, you might want to invest some time in language lessons. Indeed, I heard on the internet and I saw some people saying that Norwegian and Swedish are not much easier, but they are kindly easier than Danish, because the Danish grammar rules are pretty much complex, I would say. I mean, I have never tried to study it, but this is what the people are saying on internet. So if you are willing to learn it, pass some time and check things on internet, I would say. Another aspects to consider is no, like the traffic. Traffic can be a bit of a headache in Copenhagen, especially like in these days. The city is bike friendly, but if you do decide to drive, you will encounter traffic jams and limited parking spaces. Public transportation is excellent, though, so it's often more convenient to leave the car behind. Usually, this thing is due to the fact that in Copenhagen they are building new buildings. There is much going on indeed. As you have this scene in this video, there are a lot of trucks carrying things. And for example, look at in the where I'm walking right now. It's not even like light. So there are some dark side of Copenhagen. It's not just shining and luxury part of this country. I mean, it's not just about Copenhagen. It's all around the world. So I remember that I was in Paris, and that was much scarier than Copenhagen, to be honest, because there were some roads like they were like really dirty, and I remember that there were some people, foreigners, who really scared me. I remember this date where like two foreigners were fighting, and yeah, that's not the best thing. I mean, yeah, we are in Europe, but still we are in the same world, right? So people are same, and yeah. And so yeah, keep these little details in mind, but however, don't think that okay, all this part of the world is like that, and there is dirty, and there is dark side, and no, it depends from country to country, and yeah. And let's not forget the nightlife. While Copenhagen does have a fantastic nightlife scene, it can get a bit rowdy in some areas. Late night revelers might bring some noise to the streets, so if you are a light sleeper, you might need some earplugs. Especially during like the Christmas time and like holidays, there are so many tourists, there are so many young people. That's why it's like that. And like finally, there is the issue of gentrification. Like many growing cities, Copenhagen is seeing some areas undergo rapid changes. So while this can bring revitalization, it can also lead to the displacement of long-standing communities. Now, don't get us wrong. Like Copenhagen is a fantastic city with so much to offer. But like any place, it has its complexities. These aspects, though they may like cast a shadow, or just part of the tapestry that makes Copenhagen a multifaceted and dynamic place to live or visit. So don't worry if you are thinking to travel or to live in this place. Consider these little and well, I mean, these points, because it's not that you are going to say, okay, now I'm fed up with my country and I'm going to move to Denmark because it's a wonderful country and it has pretty much everything. It's one of the greenest country in the world, and if I move into this place I can make a ton of money. No, unfortunately it doesn't work like that, because I have been into few countries now, and I mainly consider, like, before moving to a country, I now finally consider few things like the food and the security, the safety, and how do people treat somebody, and you have to consider all these things, because it's not that from one day to another you are going to move to this new country, and then you will feel these little things, and it's not a good thing, because if you are planning to stay in this country for a long period of time, it's gonna really hurt, and you cannot like concentrate on what you are doing, because you are always thinking of those things. And maybe, for example, I know so many Italians who don't want to move to the northern countries, because Italy is, for example, a very sunny country, where like sun is like always there, especially like during the summertime. I mean, during the summertime it's everywhere like that, but like in northern countries it can be a little bit challenging. Indeed, when I was like in Sweden, I remember that around like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. it was dark, and I wasn't used to it, and it can be challenging somehow, because it may look like depression. Like yeah, you can really fall in depression in those countries, because it's really dark, and you are not used to it, and you miss your family. So yeah, you have to consider these little things before giving a real score into that country. So yeah, keep these things in your mind, and look at this, like how beautiful this place is. Like at the Christmas they are like, well, like, I mean, the lights, the how they show things, and how they place things in shops, and they look like really fancy and beautiful. That's why I said before, like, Danish people care these little detailed things, and indeed when they are going to build new things, they think of these little details. So yeah, well, that wraps up our Copenhagen adventure for today. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into the heart of the city, but hey, the excitement doesn't stop here. In fact, we are just getting started. I'm super thrilled to share that in our next video we are diving deep into the touristy wonders of Copenhagen. The iconic, like I'm going to visit some places like the iconic Little Mermaid sculpture, the vibrant fields of Nyhavn, the bohemian spirit of Freetown, Christiania, and the panoramic view from the Round Tower. So we are exploring it all. So if you are as pumped as I am about unraveling the beauty of Copenhagen, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single adventure. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on what's coming next. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. And before you go, I've got a small favor to ask. If you enjoyed this journey through the Copenhagen, please show some love by hitting that like button, and your likes let me know that you are enjoying these adventures, and it means a world to me. And hey, your feedback is incredibly valuable, so drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And well, my friends, it's time to me bid you farewell, but don't worry, the adventure doesn't end here. I'm leaving you in enchanting embrace Copenhagen's Christmas lights, and right in the heart of the city center. So take your time, wander through the illuminated sea streets, and soak in the festive spirit. Copenhagen's magical lights are something truly special, and I want you to enjoy every glittering moment. Until we meet again, have a wonderful time exploring the beauty of Copenhagen, and from my heart to yours, happy holidays and safe travels.
Sáu qua